first win with Coach Brown. What was that like for you and your teammates to see him get that first win here?
So exciting, just knowing his backstory and knowing him playing here and then going off but coming back and just having that first win. I mean, I don't know if you saw that Gatorade dump and all the water bottles. I mean, it was very exciting. I know he's excited.
Yeah, and I mean, for you, I mean, what was it like to be able to come back, bounce back from last week?
Yeah.
On a rough performance offensively for you guys, and come out here and put up 33 points and get this win.
Yeah, it took a lot, but as a team, we pushed and we got over it, and it's just one game and it was the past. So we put it behind us, and we knew what we needed to do, and we game planned like we should have, and came out here and played our hardest and showed it on the field.
Yeah, and I mean, with Northmore coming in, what do you think was the key, to this win out there on the field schematically, and what you guys, did and how you guys prepared for Northmore?
I mean, it was all things. Like, everyone during practice we had a good week of practice, we had a solid week of practice, we were locked in. Everyone, we just went out there and we gave effort. Effort's a big part of it, but we went out there and we tried our hardest, and that goes a long way.
You put in a pretty good combination of both passing and running. Were those called plays, or did you just improvise out there?
There was a few of them that were improvised. There was a few that we saw, we ran this, saw it, so we hit it. But, some of them were called, some of them were in the game plan, but some of them are also improvised.
Yeah, and Coach Brown said, you guys went into halftime up 20-13. Told you guys wanted to see a little bit more communication, a little better in first half. I mean, second half performance in the first half. What did you see from player perspective that you guys needed to do better there in the second half?
Come out here and play the best we can. Come together as a team. The start of the second half, it was a little dead, but Robert Tripp made that big run, and he really got it pumping. But I mean, we had to keep it going, and we had to keep on picking it up, and that was really a big part of it. Just keep the energy up, and not take our foot off.
Yep. And then you guys got to go to Southeast Alamance next week. A big game that could, possibly have some big implications in the conference later on. Just how are you guys planning on, taking that game, approaching that game, and preparing for that one next week?
We're going to do the same thing we did this week. We're going to game plan. We're going to come out here. We're going to try. We're going to have a good week of practice, and we're going to come out and, just do what we do. We're going to play Northwood football like it should be played, and come out and do what we practice to do.
Just how much does this win kind of boost you guys' confidence now? Now that you guys got that first win of the season, got some good momentum going. What's that feeling like after this one?
Yeah, we definitely needed it. It was nice to just get boosted, up. But it's not going to get to our heads. We're going to play like we should play, and we're going to slow the game down like we should slow the game down, and we're just going to do what we usually do and win how we should win, like Northwood football should do.
I got a question for you. Your dad played football back in high school. He also played lacrosse just like you did. What kind of advice does your dad give you?
Oh, so much to just. I could sit down for hours and tell you, but the one thing that he tells me is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forget about it. That's the biggest thing. I try and live by it, because I can't go back to the past. I'm gonna make mistakes, and I made mistakes in the Union Pines game, but I forgot about it and moved on and came out here and just performed the way that I should have performed.
That's it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, Grayson.
Yep.